I'm Justin Reynolds, and I'm here with
Efren Cardona of Corrupt, and you're watching Death Thrash TV!
What I want to know, Corrupt, like
C-O-R-R-U-P-T, Snow K.
Yeah. How did Corrupt like start?
All right, so the story behind that is, in high school, I really wanted to start a band. I was really getting into like a lot of Death and Slayer. I grew up listening to a lot of like new metal and stuff, and then one day my uncle was like, "Hey, you want to listen to some heavier shit?" And you know, that's when I started getting my pathway into that. So eventually in high school, I'm like, "Damn, I want a cool name, but something easy and memorable." You know, Death has Death, and you got all these other fucking bands, and I'm like, Corrupt. I always heard that in like my history class. So I'm like, corrupt, and I would like play it in my head a lot, like, oh, we are corrupt, you know. And then the talent show was coming up, and I started playing bass, and I was like, hey, I'll play the talent show with you guys if we go under the name Corrupt. I think I was in 11th grade, and it was with my friend Eduardo, who was our old guitarist, and Pipe, our old drummer.
Okay.
And,
Is that big dude?
Yeah, the big, yeah.
Pipe. Okay.
And yeah, they're like, fuck it, fine, we'll go under Corrupt, we'll be in your band, or like whatever. So they were like reluctant. They're like, I don't want to get serious with this guy. But we did. I made him. I tricked him. And then we covered Slayer for and we did Postmortem.
Okay.
For the talent show. It was fucking sick. Only thing was, I was doing bass and vocals. The guy in the booth fucked up or something. He was on the phone and no one could hear me sing. So it was just Postmortem instrumental. Kind of whack, but it was cool at the same time. I think he did it on purpose.
That's messed up.
And
what high school?
San Fernando High School.
Oh.
I was in the magnet program though, so I didn't really get to hang out with all my other friends. So
that's
like,
cool.
Most of the metalheads were like just, you know, doing their own thing in the other side of school. So.
Yeah, when you get into a magnet program, you kind of get a little bit separated with the people. Your classes are not with the other ones, but that must mean that you were like pretty you were exposed to better education.
I'm decent.
I mean, magnet has a little bit better opportunities for some kids, I guess, right? Isn't that the idea? I think. Or?
Yeah, they try to get you like college started, but I was kind of focusing elsewhere, so that was the real collision. But you know.
And how old are you?
24 now.
24.
Fucking 24. Okay. Born September 17th, 1995.
September 17th?
Yeah.
Sick as crap. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. For you guys, so then because you, after high school, where did it start kind of going from there?
Honestly, for the next couple of years, we were just playing shows back to back. Our problem was we didn't have like the vision was there, but the goal wasn't to like push forward and like, hey, let's record today. Well, you know, we didn't know enough people. We still kind of don't, honestly. Okay. So like this year, you know, before the coronavirus, we're like, hey, let's just fucking release a new single. And we got actually the guitars down, except for like the ending of it. I could show you some later. Okay. But it's really cool. But that's what we're doing.
So then when you guys right now with the coronavirus, it kind of slowed down what you guys had planned right now?
Hell yeah. We got a new drummer. His name's Caesar. And what happened was he learned like a song and then they shut down all the studios. So it was like the week of.
Wow.
So we were back last week. You know, we were trying to brush up, but we're going to go tomorrow actually. Sound Studios.
Oh, Sound Studios.
Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, tomorrow you're going. Oh, and because right now your lineup is.
Damn, this would have been better than.
What?
No, we could have did the interview there. Nah.
Oh, that could have been too. I'm down to still stop by there. I forgot what I have to do tomorrow. Because I actually don't have my access to my. I lost. I'm not paying rent in the studio that I am anymore. So I don't really have practice tomorrow, but it depends. Right now, it all depends what's up. But that's cool because your final lineup right now is now you, Ron.
It's me, Ron, and Caesar.
Okay.
We're thinking of getting either a new or old guitarist. Okay. I don't want to say too much right now, but you might see some pictures soon when we're ready. Because when we're ready, you're going to surprise everyone with a song, some pictures, all this shit. So.
Because with you guys, Would you guys say that it's kind of a struggle with just even the lineup in general?
It's a struggle with let's see.
Because I know
I'm in Palmdale and they're in the Valley, so and you know we all got work, like so that really intervenes sometimes.
It's like an hour difference. Like,
yeah,
like
I'm used to the drive now. Honestly, it's not that bad, but
I hate it. I hate it, bro. When I used to live up here, it was just, man. I dated a girl down in the Valley too. It was the worst.
I used to do welding down there, so it would take like an hour every morning. Plus, I was late all the time.
Okay.
And I would catch traffic because of my own fault.
It's a bitch, especially you leave at the wrong time and you're stuck on that highway, like, or freeway. I don't know what it is, but you're stuck on that 14 and it's a bitch. So that's why it's really cool to see you still live out here, but you still, like in 2019, you guys played a few things. Right?
Yeah. What was 20? It's because we're in 2020.
2019. So last year, I remembered seeing you guys at that Crazy Heads production.
Yeah, last year was probably the most we played shows after 20, because 2018 was like slow. Really slow.
You guys started it off with like playing with Possess and Warbringer.
Hammer to the face.
Yeah,
it felt good cool. Though, because we got a lot of support from people from the Valley.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's like a lot of pride in that. They're like, you know, you see someone play and do something like bigger than what they are. They're making something of themselves, and you're just like, damn, that's awesome. It kind of pushes everyone to go the extra mile.
Yeah, because we've been noticing that like a lot of bands right now are probably going to take a big dive, maybe like even end. And my own opinion, I'm kind of glad. I'm up for people retiring right now, not because I don't want them to play or anything, but I think it's because I think a lot of people are gonna realize there's a career change. I mean, I think their hearts are not in it for the right reasons. Because look at you guys. You guys are kind of like, what's the origin timeline from you starting this technically? Maybe like your origin of your first show, maybe. What was that?
Shit, our first show was in San Fernando at our drummer's house.
What year?
What was that? 2014?
Okay.
2014 and it's 2020, so.
Yeah, like a 6-year, like 5-year plus difference. That's a long time.
Because there was a bridge where we honestly kind of weren't serious in collaborating while doing music. And then, yeah, we just went on playing shows a lot.
Okay.
Like we've opened for Havoc, Warbringer, Sacred Reich, Possessed. So we gotta make that bigger.
Yeah, you gotta continue with it because I feel like some people are trying to, you know, catch the wave of success, but it's very hard to be in a band. You know, would you, for example, I think last time when I saw you on the live chat, you shouted out like other bands who have been like.
Oh yeah, Velocity for sure. Sacrificer.
Did you see any other people playing with you at the time that you were able to play with, you know, recently, like that you? So basically, have you seen? Yeah, any older bands that you?
Well, I know Velocity for sure came back, and Sacrificer's been around. I don't know what they're doing. I've been trying to get some shows with them, but. I don't know.
Well, they're very, I would like to say that they're on another level where they want to make sure that any show they want to play is like worth it. The money and
perfect
is worth it, you know. And I can imagine after 5+ years of
because they're also death thrash, you know. There's some death thrash coming out of the Valley. Xafen, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Okay. You got it right. It's sick.
Woo.
It's like a tomato thing. Like at this point.
Like I remember I was someone. Who was it? Neil Turbin, we were making a flyer or something, and he kept spelling putrescence wrong.
Oh, really?
Oh, that was just like something stupid. It was like,
Neil Turbin. See, Neil Turbin's in a trippy situation too. Where, like,
really?
Well, to me, it's like he's playing in a band that's kind of like a cover band of his first album, while playing anything else that he wants to, kind of thing, which is cool. I mean, there's two sides to it. I always like to see like the glass half full, glass empty, you know, and he's just trying to do something on a local scale, which is pretty cool. But I feel like that's what his band is kind of like, Death Riders and like, or the East Los band that he's
more like a tribute to the
good
old days.
Yeah, to the Fistful of Metal album.
He still got those lungs though. Damn. Yeah. I wish I can do that.
That's pretty hard. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't do that kind of music. Oh shit. We're in front of a Target right now.
We're doing this deal. This should be a thing. Maybe we'll start doing interviews in the car.
There'll
kind
be
of
a
thing.
fucking riot going on right now.
Maybe next time we'll go into in the middle of LA and do an interview in the car while there's a riot or while there's a protest.
Some homeless guys rubbing his junk on the fucking windshield.
It's anarchy right now. It's a lot of stuff has been happening right now, and a lot of people have been affected by it, even the metal bands. Like right now, for you, have you seen that? Have you seen how valuable the underground shows have been for you? Like,
oh hell yeah, dude! I miss it. I miss seeing flyers on my timeline all the time.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know, you go on something like Instagram, for instance, and you just follow and want to kind of surround yourself in things like that you can relate to and that you like. And I would surround myself with music. You know, my friends, even if they're not metalheads, they like music. You know, it's good to talk about things you like. And with that gone, it's just like, oh, riot, protest, right? You're wrong. Fuck you.
Yeah.
What you say about my mama? Fuck Trump. Like, everyone's just getting out of hand right now, and it's good to just kind of think to yourself in silence.
A little bit. I mean, that's why everyone has social media. Before this whole thing, everybody thought they were a fucking comedian, they were influencer, and that's what I'm talking about with the bands. I kind of hope certain bands who I feel like they were just really all for the clout and like the riding the wave, kind of like a bandwagon kind of thing, where they're good musicians, but it seems like their priorities are not for the right things. So I'm not gonna put names necessarily because every situation is different, but that's where I because everybody has their social media. It's a cool opportunity and a privilege for people to voice themselves. But you're right. There's a big spectrum of all this chaos, and it's just really crazy right now.
It's inspiring a lot of musicians though.
Yeah,
making new songs and shit.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to really pull from what's going on right now and to be creative. I'm not saying everyone should make their own quarantine song, and everybody should make their own.
Get some new ideas. Zombies, something, I don't know.
Yeah, like get creative with it. I mean, with anything that's happening, you know, that's where all of this can really shine, because you were saying that you miss seeing shows and like the flyers. The music used to do that. Like the underground show used to bring people together, whether they were black, white, anybody. Like the underground shows really showed diversity.
Whenever I go to a show, the only drama there would be is just, I don't know, stupid like girlfriend boyfriend drama, things like that. Someone jumped the other guy like a year ago. I don't know.
This stupid show.
But normally we go, Corrupt goes to a show, we play, have a good time, introduce ourselves, like, hey, what's up? Have a beer or something.
Oh yeah. No, and that's why for a lot of people who go to shows, it's very important for like the bands to be, you know, showing an example. You guys have always been pretty cool with going to shows. I mean, I think I've seen you guys a few times, and you guys have done like some benefit shows, which is cool too. Like
we did that for like a minute,
which is that's really cool. Like it's cool that you guys were able to bring an audience to support a cause.
My only question is sometimes on those benefit shows we played, how much the charities were being benefited. But that's like an internal thing I had. Yeah,
that's why we got it's very
question everything.
Yeah, a lot of questioning. Let's continue. I wanted to kind of figure out. Let's see. So we asked you when you guys started. I have like some other questions that I would ask other bands and stuff like that. So in your experience, so you play bass and you do vocals.
Yes, I play a Jackson, a red Jackson. I don't know that. I don't know.
You don't know
I'm bad with gear. And then I yell in the mic.
Okay. So like, where did your influence from singing and playing bass kind of come from? Where did you take on the mantle of vocals because no one else could do it?
That was true. Because what happened was how we got Ron in the band was I met him at a backyard show.
Okay.
And he was like the only other metalhead dude, and he was black. And I was like, hey, what's up, dude? What the fuck? And then we just got along because he was wearing his death shirt. I was wearing something else. We just started talking about metal. He was drunk already, probably. And then, I was like, this is fucking awesome, dude. And,
You just start from there. So has anybody else tried to do vocals with you, or it's just you?
It's just been me, but Ron does vocals now. Okay. Currently he has like 4 unrecorded songs that we play live all the time.
Oh, and he'll do that. Yeah, I think I recall seeing him sing also. I mean, do the vocals also. I don't know if you should.
Because he couldn't do it for a while, but then he just kept playing, and naturally it just clicked. Sometimes it just clicks for people.
Just keeps going, huh? Yeah.
You just gotta keep doing it, and you'll get it. That's it.
So is Corrupt for you your only band technically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't try to ban whore or. No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
That's like a shot at me.
No.
Just kidding.
I
was in 3 bands. That's why it's a fucking bitch. But I've been rejected.
I'm either weird or bad with like my own life time management and other things, and it's like if I have too many obligations, it's like I feel like I'm gonna let someone down, or it's just gonna just fall apart. So I'd rather just be true and stick to what I'm good with, and then just keep up with my own life.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Are your parents supportive of your music a little bit?
I don't know my dad really.
Oh, okay.
He's yeah, he was out of the picture for the day I was born, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't a good role model.
Shout out to single moms out there.
Yeah, single moms. But then like me and my mom got our own kind of like rift. We drifted apart, sadly. But that's it on that.
That's that. Okay.
But she used to be like, yeah, like go do your thing, whatever. I kind of moved out with my drummer's house at an early age too because of that rift. But she did what she could.
So like when playing bass, and then we'll go on to also vocals, like what are your main influences that like kind of drive your sound a little bit? Like what do you like to play? What do you like to learn? Kind of thing.
Shit,
Let's start with bass first.
I don't do a lot of crazy covers.
Okay.
Really. So when I learn bass, it's just I think about distortion a lot. So I kind of think like a guitarist in a sense. I think of kind of like riffs, and then I'm like, okay, what can I play with that as a bassist?
And you play without fingers? Without a pick, excuse me.
I do both.
Okay.
At home, I'll do a pick, like a closet picker, like shit. No one sees me, right?
That's hilarious.
Fat! Like, no, shit. I swear it's my
Phony,
fingers.
Like,
because you could pick with your index. Actually, you might break
like
your
this?
you might break your fucking nail though. So.
Oh, you think so? Oh, with the bass strings for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I do both. It's good to do both. And I have my distortion pedal at home. I use GarageBand. I like fucking around with effects. It's really fun. Like I use a lot of at home. I use a lot of effects because of like Cliff Burton. He was like my main inspiration to get into bass.
So yeah.
I remember story time.
Yeah.
So my friend Martin's like, hey, you ever heard Anesthesia? I'm like, yeah. The guitarist is playing that, right? He's like, no, it's the fucking bass player. What are you, stupid? I'm like, what? He didn't say it like that. I was just fucking up. But I'm like, no way. And then I go home and this is like it hits me because I watched this video on YouTube. I don't know which bass video it was, but he was just playing the solo Anesthesia pulling teeth, and my jaw dropped. I was like, you can fucking do that with 2 fingers? What? And
it's crazy,
I just wanted to be better. Not the best. A lot of people have different goals.
You want to be the best version of yourself then?
I want to be creative and have fun with it, but I want to kind of get out of my comfort zone, as you will. But yeah.
Okay. And then for vocals, how did that what's one of your influences?
Oh, that was tough.
You have a very strong, and it seems like a very loud type of voice.
I can try it right now.
Yeah, do it.
What do you want me to say?
Oh, whatever. Let's do Mind Control. Yeah. That's gonna be cool.
The verse?
Oh, sure. I should put
Freedom fighters, born to die here, wasting their lives just to get back in line.
From 30 and home to lose your toll. Follow the way and do what they fucking say. Mind control, gun control, child support. Oh my god, my bad.
That's dope.
Okay,
Yeah, it's very
so-
strong. Not a lot of people sing like that, to be honest. Some people do, but like you
Yeah.
have a good tone.
Thank you.
Dude,
It took work. So my biggest influences were Tom Araya and
Uh-huh.
Chuck Schuldiner. And maybe you can see like a merge.
I see that. I can see that.
Some people's like, oh, like Sepultura, that's fucking dope. I'm like, all right, what it is.
It's
But
very subjective.
I kind of like how they present themselves with their voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I take influence from that a lot. I don't do a lot of like gutturals, like Dying Fetus or Cannibal Corpse. I let Ron try to handle that as best as he wants. He likes Morbid Angel a lot, so he'll go deeper.
Love it.
And I'm kind of like the mid-range higher.
Yeah, it's a very yellish type of voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool though, because again, not a lot of people got that.
Eh.
And it's almost a little bit dangerous, like a little bit like to the voice. Would you say?
It depends, cause I understood like if you do it wrong, you could hurt your voice, and I'm like, no, my voice is fine. I might be raspy after a show
Yeah.
because I'm talking loud the whole time because it's loud at a show. But I remember one time I did it wrong. I was in my car practicing, and I'm like, oh, my fucking throat. What the
Yeah.
fuck? That hurt.
Yeah.
So like I don't really hurt my throat often.
Thank God. Yeah,
So-
no, because that could actually, I think a lot of people could ruin their career like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
The,
that's awesome, dude. That's awesome that you can
the
do that.
dude from Death Angel, the singer, I forgot his name. He's amazing.
The new one?
No,
No, wait. Wait. Oh, wait.
There's
I'm
a
thinking.
new one?
I think I'm thinking about Wait, Death Angel.
yeah, from Death Angel. Death Angel. Threshers.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Was it? It's an Asian dude, no? Or am I thinking of something else? I think of another dude.
I don't know, but
Sorry. Fact check. Somebody.
so he wears a scarf a lot, especially when it's cold. He likes to protect his voice, and he recommends just drinking really hot tea with some honey.
That's
it.
a really good. That's
He
a
does
really
that
good
like
thing.
every day, mostly, or whatever. just to
That's
keep his
pretty.
voice.
That's pretty. That's a real good skill. I noticed that like the warm tea, something in the tea that just really alleviates the throat. Even if you put peppermint in it, that's something that some
Peppermint.
people. Yeah, dude. That's cool. That's cool that you have that influence, man. Because okay, like I'm kind of curious then. The music that you have released for Corrupt.
Yeah.
You just got an EP.
We have a Mind Control EP, which has Mind Control, Necromancer, Art of Torture,
Okay.
and what's the other one? Cryogenic Stasis.
Cryogenic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Cryogenic
freezing.
Stasis.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And then we have the single Puya,
Okay.
which is Pipe Up Your Ass.
I love it. I love that
It's
one.
about the people who act like scum. So, act like tapeworms and shit.
I love that. That's cool. So then, what has been when you guys? What's right now? What are some of Corrupt's goals for the next few years?
Well,
As far as your
Yeah.
view.
Well, right now we want to get more music out, even if it's not an LP, which breaks our heart. We want to get more music out in general, and when we're gonna do that. Also, with the new song coming out, we're trying to do music videos.
Okay.
So we might
That'd be
ask for
great.
your help, actually.
I'm down.
Honestly,
I'm done.
like a music video is in mind, and also from that we just play venues, focus
Mm-hmm.
kind of more on venues and getting in touch with people who are more in tune with the metal community that reach for more than a backyard.
Sure.
Backyards are amazing. That's where we got our start. But I'm getting older.
I think you guys deserve to have a sick ass
Yeah.
spot, and every venue you guys hit with every promotion, document that.
Yeah,
always.
exactly.
I think that's why you guys know where you guys are, and it's hard to have the resources to document stuff.
Exactly.
But it's
no
cool.
camera guy, no fucking video guy. It's like shit. That was an awesome show, and no one's gonna remember that unless they were there.
I know. Which I do have footage of that underground show that you guys were playing too, which is cool. I love that. I love that show. That show is
And
great.
lastly, we just want to play some we're trying to play out of the valley, out of LA. We want to play right now my biggest thing is I want to play in Mexico.
Okay.
Somewhere close to the border. Just fucking meet some
amazing.
metalhead homies and just go a little farther.
That'd be amazing.
Play Sacramento, who knows?
Okay, that's good that you guys have some of those goals because you guys should be aspiring to do whatever it is that you guys gotta do. Like you started your own thing called Doomhammer.
Oh,
How did
yeah.
that start? What's the story behind that?
Okay, Doomhammer is just a place where I can put my artwork or whatever the work I do for flyers. I wanted to do flyers to just kind of stay in touch with what's going on. get a little bit of money,
Mhm.
and then just be creative on my own.
Mhm.
You know, I don't do a lot of drawing or anything like that, but I have. When someone's like who mentalized Ken,
Yeah.
he asked for a lot of flyers for me. I did some dope ass one.
Yeah, I
it was
see.
gonna be for no, Vexen, no, some bigger band. Anyways, but I didn't get to make it because of the virus. Toxic was gonna play, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, some cool bands, but hey, you
okay.
get your opportunities.
Oh, man.
Just save that for later and copy and paste.
Yeah, that's true. So check out Dunehammer if you guys haven't already. We'll probably put a link also. That's dope. So I want to know, like, what are some of the best shows that you've had? What's one of your best shows?
Fontana is always fucking awesome. You should go there. If we go, we should link
Fontana.
up and just what's their name? Parasite? Is it Parasite?
Yeah.
Or there's another one too. Parasite.
Mechanist.
Mechanist. Yes, Mechanist for sure. We were playing in Fontana with them. It was fucking dope. The crowd's always dope. It's like kind of like a weird suburban industrial area.
Yeah.
So nothing fucking happens. So everyone's like, hey, let's go to the fucking metal show.
Sick.
What's metal? I don't fucking know. Let's just go have a good time.
Sick.
Like that's the mentality, and I like it. And Fontana's really good.
Okay.
What else? Compton's usually pretty
Compton
fucking
was fun.
crazy.
Compton
Yeah,
was fun.
remember that last show we had?
Yeah.
I think something with the shit.
Nah,
It's
that'll
the
be fine.
5-0. Hey, why do they call it 12?
Fuck 12. I don't know, but I'm gonna just say that.
I want to know why they call it 12. All right.
I don't know. Hopefully they heard that one. Okay, cool. What about some of your worst shows? Like you got like maybe the beginning or something or something.
Oh fuck! The only bad shows are with bad promoters who make false promises. So you try to have a good time. You're having a good time. You're doing your thing, and then at the end of the day, they're like, "Oh, okay, bye," and they don't deliver on anything they said. They rely too much on bands bringing people in and don't even promote themselves. And I'm like, so we were trying to like get people to come, and you didn't do anything. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, why couldn't you like post some flyers outside of your establishment?
Yeah.
At least, or like tell your friends. You can't rely on bands to do everything. Like, they can only do so much. Come on. Like, think about it. Like, you want to go to a $15 show to see some local bands, or do you want to go to the movies, or do you want to stay at home, smoke some weed, or do you want to go to the Metallica concert? You know, it's like, there's a lot of factors more than that, but it's hard sometimes with promoters.
Yeah.
Not all of them. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I think the ones that you guys hopefully should start. Hopefully when everything starts coming back, you know, Elegy Ensemble and
Dude, trust. I fucking
Church of the Eighth House.
I fuck with Elegy Ensemble and
Yeah.
Church of the Eighth Day.
Eighth Day, excuse me. Yeah, because those guys will help you. You guys deserve the help. I think the fans will back you guys up, your fans, and they're great
Thank you,
promoters.
thank
You know,
you.
they will hopefully push
And
you guys.
I know they'll back us up, but it's on us to deliver something. So, in the meantime, we just gotta work on it, deliver, and hopefully it comes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's about it. I think I don't have too many questions.
Woo!
Well, we did it. At least we got through and we handled it. Thank you so
All right,
much, brother.
thanks for coming
I
to
appreciate-
fucking Palmdale.
I know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's funny. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching this interview, and we'll continue some other time, hopefully with some other ones. Thank you, Efren. Cheers.